Hello, everyone. My name is Doug Way. First of all, I'm glad to be here at Sam's Place, here in the heart of the Driftless. I'm also glad to see an older audience. My wife pointed out to me when she heard me go over this story that if I saw a young audience, to have an alternate story on the ready. But looking at you, I see that as no problem. And I would like to thank Centrium Silver Multivitamin for sponsoring this evening's activities here at Sam's in the heart of the Driftless. As tonight's theme is family stories, this is my family's favorite. My family, like many families whose parents were from the World War II generation, had several sets of stepbrothers and extended family. Seems like after the war, many people weren't so sure who they loved when they returned. Why, right here, around here, Wisconsin Catholics were marrying Minnesota Lutherans at an unprecedented rate, raising the eyebrows of elders on both sides of the river. Y'all, hey there. In my post-World War II family, we were somehow wound up in a family with too many people named Robert. It was Rob, Robbie, Bob, Bobby, Little Bob, and so on. And after a few grandkids were named Robert, we placed a ban on anyone using that name for at least one generation. My oldest half-brother, Bobby, mostly grew up with his bio in a district called Arlington Heights. Not to be confused with Arlington, Texas, which is where I supposedly grew up. He went to high school at Arlington Heights High School, class of 61, and his high school years had some rather interesting alumni. A few grades after him, like 63, 64, there was a folk singer, hippie rock star, long-haired guy named Sean Phillips. He was very popular in the early 70s. Sean Phillips was famous for his operatic-style singing and his very, very long hair. What's funny is if you ever heard him speak, he had a thick West Texas accent. My mom, who's a non-native Texan, would say, sounded like a damn hick. Poor Mom. All of us kids talk like that, and there was nothing she could do about it. Bobby would also proudly tell me he went to school with the Tubb girls. That would be Earlene Dale and Oline Gale Tubb. They were the daughters of the country western singer Ernest Tubb. This is Fort Worth, after all. One of his high school friends was a dorky blonde guy named Henry John Duschendorf Jr. His father was working one of the air bases in the area. And of course, as some of you know, that is John Denver. Sometime after he reached fame and fortune, Bobby wrote to John Denver, because that's what we did back then, and said, "Hey, this is Robert Way from high school. If you ever come to Dallas-Fort Worth, give me a call." Well, sometime later on a warm Texas afternoon day, our phone rings. Bring! And my old mother answers the phone, and the voice on the other end says, "Is this the residence of Robert Way?" My mother replies, "Well, yes, but he's taking a nap." The voice says, "Taking a nap? Why, yes, he always takes a nap at 3. A long pause, and the voice said, "Is this Robert Way who went to Arlington High School, class of 61? My mother, "Oh, you must mean Robert Way Jr. This is the residence of Robert Way Sr., his father. Who is this?" He says, "John Denver." My mom says, "Who?" "John Denver." "Who? Is this John Denver? You know, like on TV. I'm on television all the time. I'm famous." A long pause, and my excited mother says, "Oh, Gilligan! You're Gilligan! Oh, what? I love that show." "No," the exasperated voice says. "No, that's Bob Denver. Bob Denver is an actor. I am the folk singer with blonde hair and wire rim." My mom eventually figures it out. So they talk, and she gives him all the correct information, and the conversation is over. Well, everybody connected, and Brother Bobby did get to go hang out with John Denver on several occasions. John Denver said he got quite a laugh out of the whole incident. Bobby said, "Well, you know, you should write a song about it." Well, my mother, whose name is Annie, no, just kidding. My mother's name was Edna Moselle. And so John Denver never wrote a song about her. But 45 years after the fact, we still laugh about it. And we always say at the end, bless you, Mom, wherever your sweet soul may be. And I got to tell you, you've been the most perfect audience ever. And I will see you next time I come to Sam's Place in the heart of the Driftless.